Hello, I'm attorney Justin M. Kennedy with Litherland Kennedy and Associates, an estate planning and elder care law firm. I want to talk with you today about trust structure, specifically how a married couple can structure their trust. Assuming the married couple like each other and want to create a joint trust, there are broadly speaking two ways to structure that joint trust. While both spouses are alive, it is one trust. The difference is what happens at first death. Option one, we call this our A only trust. Upon first death, that one trust stays one trust. The survivor can do whatever they want. The survivor can adjust for changes in the law or changes in beneficiary circumstances. This is for our clients who do not want to put restrictions on the surviving spouse. The risk of this is that the survivor could completely change the trust, leaving the assets to entirely new beneficiaries. For our clients who think some restrictions on the surviving spouse might be beneficial, we have option two. One trust, but upon first death, that one trust splits into an A trust and a B trust. The survivor's share of the joint assets and the survivor's separate property go to the A trust, and the deceased spouse's share of the joint assets and the deceased spouse's separate property go to the B trust. To help you to remember the difference, I have a dark mnemonic, but I hope it will help you. The A trust is for the above ground spouse, and the B trust is for the below ground spouse. The surviving spouse could still do whatever they want with their A trust, but that B trust becomes irrevocable. No changes allowed. We see this AB trust commonly used in blended families or later in life marriages, where a spouse may want to ensure that their share of the trust assets continue on for their loved ones. With option two, even though the trust splits, the assets are still there to take care of the survivor for the rest of the survivor's life. I like to think of this as having two wallets. The survivor could take the family out to dinner and pay for that meal from the A trust wallet or from the B trust wallet. There are many ways to structure an AB trust. Historically, we used a disclaimer AB or traditional ABC trust structure where the primary purpose was to allow for assets to grow estate tax free. This was incredibly important when we had a $1 million federal estate tax exemption. Currently, we have a $15 million federal estate tax exemption, and this allows for us to be much more strategic with tax planning. Accordingly, about a decade ago, our office switched to using a Clayton Trust structure, which allows for our office to utilize these additional tax planning strategies for the irrevocable part of the trust. Unfortunately, I see many attorneys out in this community still using the inferior traditional ABC trust structure, which greatly limits the tax planning strategies available at first death. To learn more about the other choices that go into the design of a living trust estate plan, I recommend that you attend one of our office's in-person living trust seminars or watch our on-demand presentation. You may find more information about these on our website, attorneyoffice.com. Thank you.